Hey guys, Tirvy here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance After Fights. Playing for today, spawning in the north. We have Subscribe, playing as OKW, and his loader is Grand Offensive. Fortifications. And Overwatch. Teaming on with him is Chenziwu, playing as OKW as well, who has Grand Offensive, Fortifications, and Firestorm. Facing off against them we have Nakano Miku, playing as Soviets, who has Guard Rifle Combined Arms, Shock Rifle Frontline, and Urban Defense. And finally Tirvy, also playing as Soviets, who has Guard Motor Coordination, Shock Rifle Frontline, and Counter Attack. This is a Patreon submitted game. Ranks chenziwu around rank 1000, Subscribe around rank 200, Tirvy around rank 500 I think, and Nakano Miku around rank 350. Okay, so early dive onto the cutoff here from this Kuwagen. It's nice to pull back, doesn't want these conscripts coming in on the rear, getting that easy penetration damage in there. Conscripts chasing it down, putting quite a bit of damage on it, getting a bit low. Chenziwu missing his opportunity timing by a long way here. 100 manpower off. Looks like the Soviet team getting off to a slow start. Tirvy going for a tier 1 build with a conscript, so that's it's a tough start against OKW. Turn around, wants to get the M3 out, but it looks like he's not going for the M3. We're going for another penal next. So holding on, here we go, big push from Nakano. Overwhelming here. Chenziwu will have to pull back. Kubal still damaged. Not up to much. Could, bring out to the far edge. Reasonably safe territory. Capture some points while he frees up his Stern Pioneers for some repairs, but no. Gonna get those repairs going a little bit earlier on. Unfortunately it is. Oh, stick around to throw the grenade, a little bit risky. Penguins just hit the retreat there. And that's a 3 Volk into truck build. In fact, both the OKW players light on starting units. This could lead them to getting overrun right here. Completely pushed off the map, not enough boots on the ground. Let's see if that ends up happening. A 4 conscript start from Nakano Miku, pretty standard stuff there. Mine going down, but getting spotted. Here we go, push in from the Volksgrenadiers, but there's some stern resistance here, quite a lot of squads ready to battle it out. Oh, slight mistake here, focusing down the Kubal, taking a lot of damage in the process. Just kind of box selecting these units. Just be using the flamer on the squad inside the building, take advantage of that bonus damage. Similar story here for Chenziwu, needs to be focusing down the flamer, try and force that away first. That's the main damage source. A nice merge in there by Nakano. Oh, penals, oh, close call. And the Soviet force running out of staying power here. Did take quite a lot of bleed. But somehow, the Axis managed to hold on to this side pretty effectively throughout all of that.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at
Tirvy also maybe a little bit lacking infantry. Often see 3 penals. And maybe a combat engineer on top of that, so it's essentially 1 squad down and without the mobility of the M3 as well. Perhaps explains why the Axis are able to hold on to so much territory here, despite being light on units. support gun now coming in for subscribe. In fact, both OKW players going for infantry support guns. Both players going for battle group. Need to maybe split. Oh boy, what is this? Nakano Miku going for a Fort HQ on this building up here, which is risky. Not that healthy of a building. See if he gets punished soon. He's already up against infantry support gun. Firestorm, of course, being the best counter. These Fort HQs. Got one of those incendiary barrages from the infantry support gun. Probably going to burn that building down. Pioneers jumping into the building. Going to get an easy flank here because of it. There's the conscript's turn to fire, but yeah, need to pull back and do. Here he goes. I think he tossed an incendiary grenade into that. One incendiary grenade is not going to be enough though. There's like 3 I would guess. So that was maybe a waste of munitions. I was doing some really good damage in close, and they get the wipe this time. Subscribe going for the grenade. Ends up costing him the squad. Big mistake there. Nakano camping around this. I believe this... Does it still have 6 medics? I think I can see 3. Oh no, there's a couple more running around here. 6 medics, so you can get a lot of healing from this Fort HQ.
We may now wire traps at key strategic points, lest the enemy try to retake them.
And the Axis are on their heels on the back of this Fort HQ. And you know, they're slow starts. Wow, just putting sandbags right outside his base. Unnecessary. The Soviets hanging in strong in the city area. Didn't see any plays for this cutoff over here, which would be a good idea. Try and deny this fuel. Instead, running for this cutoff was Tirvy, which is only cutting off like 1 standard territory point. That's a wasted move right there. Go for this point, 2 points. One of them the fuel. Much better option. Grenade in. Conscript's pulling back. Oh, look at this. Chenziwu, we're trying to use the infantry detection here. Oh, bit of a flank here by SMG34, but that's also getting flanked by the conscripts, so might be able to hold his position there. Might not have to retreat. And staying strong in the city. Got 2 infantry support guns here now, so if they just barrage this down, they can knock it out quite quickly. Just by health damage, doesn't even need the flames. Trying to stay around the HQ, trying to reinforce. Doesn't want to get forced off this area, but now infantry support gun shells are starting to land. Slowly going down. Oh, we got a T-70 out for Tirvy, forcing a whole bunch of retreats. And wow, Subscribe managed to get the Shred down really quickly. And going for a flat cannon upgrade, that should limit the T-70. Upgrade is quite quick. That's a really fast tech truck to go up, and that will limit the damage this T-70 can do. Movement somewhat. Double Faust onto that, but low enough for the kill. And he retreats this conscript. It wasn't necessary, but it's alright. So it looks like the infantry support guns are finally going to take down this building. But it's meant the Allies have had a pretty easy time holding on to this fuel at least, and now finally securing fuel on the other side of the map. Axis maybe could suffer from some poor map control without any light vehicles to back them up during this phase of the game. And all these infantry support guns won't be that helpful if their allies are on their toes and nimble with their squads. And not really any team weapons for the allies yet. Stationary targets for the infantry support guns to actually shoot at. There we go, building is flattened. 250 manpower and 40 fuel down. Do have tier 3 down for Nakano and Miku, but investing into a ZIS suggests no light vehicles. Can see a rush up to tier 4. Without the HQ here now, conscript struggling a little bit. That's the weapon upgraded Fox Grenadiers. I see a mine going down there. Oh, yeah, nice stuff from Subscribe. Kid moving in on the T-70 now as well. Oh boy, T-70 triggers that mine. The kid misses the first shot as well, allowing the T-70 to stick around a little bit longer, get some more damage in. And heavy mortar coming in for Tirvy as well. Just trying to come around the corner, but they're heavily outnumbered. Molotov into the building. Machine gun jumps out. Got some reinforced wire here, so the conscripts can't come through that gap. It's limiting their movement. Now the Allies losing control of the fuel. Oh, heavy mortar lands a big hit. Infantry support gun down. The heavy mortar is actually really good at sieging those Schwer HQs. They can just constantly take shots from long range, chip away at their health, and like any units that come to repair this in jeopardy of death. Can sometimes be a valid strategy. Double heavy mortar to try and counter a forward HQ. Oh boy, T-70 getting some big hits. Machine gun down. Now we're getting in a bit of trouble as well. Conscripts come a little bit too far forwards though. End up getting suppressed. Might have been able to kill this otherwise if the conscripts were just sticking around firing the whole time. Ooh. Conscripts licking their wounds after that one, and another flak base shutting down the conscripts. 2 infantry support guns as well. It might be tricky to try push these trucks with an ZIS. Allies might have to look to some other strategies. They don't have any like real big off maps either to help knock out those forward HQs. So they have to do it the old-fashioned way if they want to. Troops coming around the corner. Grenade in. I think in this scenario, maybe a smoke grenade would have been a better choice than a high explosive. Oh, as this connects, Kubu goes down to some small arms. Conscripts finish the job there.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
There's a barrage in. Good dodge forward from Chenziwu. T-70 coming across this way now as well, and Sturm Pioneers on top of the ZIS. T-70 should be able to stop the chase though. Nice bit of teamwork there from Tirvy. And good kiting as well, avoiding the Faust for quite a long time. Chenziwu has to give up the chase, and a good time to do so as he retreats back. Oof. I think he didn't lose one more model. The T-70 can't fire at him behind that wall. Getting up here for chenziwu. Yeah, I'm missing so many shots. With that heavy cover there. Finally got tier 4 going down for Nakano. Miku really needs those 7-man upgrades. Similar story for Tirvy. He's floating an enormous amount of resources.
Ready to deploy. Raketenwerfer ready.
Okay, push in the middle. Heavy mortar team forced away. Clears up the truck. Good work by Subscribe. Both of the Axis players as well have gone for double Raketens. So they're pretty well covered for anti-tank at the moment. Means that maybe one of these two Soviet players should go for some early rocket artillery. Try counter, you know, there's so many support weapons. The infantry support guns, the Raketens, the machine guns. Plenty of good targets to start beating your rocket artillery up on earlier. Troops in, good dodge by chenziwu though. Oh, double Raketens hunting the T-70. Gonna connect for some shots. Oh, he's coming back in. He's going to get away and close range. This barrage might actually decrew one of them here. Oh, might even get both of them. That was a huge shell. Not quite, but a close one. Nice. This barrage there. Dodges the concussive grenade jumping into the building there. Nicely done. Amos still needs to get out of there and does. So the Ober's picking off the Zis and he's going to go for the steal on it here. Wow. Oh, there's just no units apart from these shock troops on the front lines at the moment. These penals have been forgotten about, it appears. And going for the Raketen recrew. He's going to have 3 AT guns now subscribed though. So usually too many. This is another maybe spot where smoke grenade would be a good call. Goes for it this time, nice choice. Can't run forwards, you know, run into the suppression. Of all these shock troops, oh, maybe not firing in this from the smoke. And the artillery coming down from the Axis in the middle, making it tough for the Allies to secure the victory point there. Hands 4 coming in for chenziwu. So looks like Subscribe continuing to bank up. No commander selection for either the Axis so far. And after losing that AT gun, Allies are a little bit light in the anti-tank department. So we finally see Tirvy spend some of his float, going for some guards, getting a T-34-85. Still has 850 in the bank though. Maybe even pick up another squad of guards. Maybe put down a cache even. Misses that first shot, but there are so many AT guns here. Just see when he pulls back though. In comes the Panzer IV, and this is where not having an anti-tank gun could be tricky. AT grenade in though, and shock troops on top of the Raketens, knocking them down quickly. One Raketen down, the other one staying in there, but needs 2 more hits to kill the T-34-85. I think he's lost control of it here. Just right-clicking on the T-34-85 is going to get decrewed because of it. This coming forwards now. Needs to go for some attack rounds. Grenade in. Pretty good dodge by chenziwu. Here come the Raketens from the other side. 85 in some trouble. Still on prioritized vehicles as well. Not shooting the main gun throughout all of that. But a grenade in. Raketen's recruit here. Oh, still no DP upgrade on the guards, so they're a bit lacking in the anti-infantry department right now. Definitely needs that upgrade. He's got more than enough munitions for it as well. Just going for the kill. No, manages to recruit with the guards. Will that get decrewed by the MG34 though? No. That's a good way for Tirvy to pick up an anti-tank gun without having to take tier 2. 6-man Raketen as well, always strong. Oh, this was actually in position there. And we could see Nakano Miku pick up a second Raketen. He does. He picks up with the combat engineers, which are actually a little bit more expensive to reinforce than the conscripts. One of the good things about conscripts, especially 7-men ones, so you can pick up a weapon, then merge into it, then retreat with one model. So you can have like a full strength team weapon on the field straight away with the 7-men conscripts. Really nice feature for them. On top of being cheaper to reinforce than the combat engineers. Even without the 7-man upgrade. I believe it's what, 22 versus 20? Trying to hold the line here. Foxtrot's charging in, and yeah, they're bleeding hard. Engagement not going too well. Before coming back in, but the Resist did pull back a little bit. Shock troops need to deploy smoke here. No, getting pinned before they can. And come the Sternpires. If these conscripts getting softened up by the double infantry support guns. Ooh, that taking some big damage. Others holding in the middle. Oh man, those conscripts will be lucky to escape. Ober's reloading though. And they do escape. But the allies getting completely forced off here. Nakano Miku trying to save up for the KV2 and in the meantime losing a lot of map control. Really need that rocket artillery running because these infantry support guns are just, you know, slowly accumulating kills. Chipping away at the allied manpower reserves. 5 switching size. T70 left on recon mode in the middle. Not a bad idea if you're not confident in your micro unit control. He's bringing it across the far side. We've got a Zis out here. But with 2 vehicles, he should be able to overpower the Zis. Subscribe still with no tank. I don't know what he's saving for, but he should have got it by now. It looks like it's going to be the King Tiger. We put down a mechanized truck as well. And Tirvy not pushing his luck at all, just pulling back after taking one shot there. Easily could have killed the Zis right there, but that's alright. And here we go. Here is the KV2. Ooh, getting off to a big start. 3 kills with the first shot. And the KV2 is a bit of a beast. Got 240 damage per hit. And I believe it does 50% deflection damage as well. So even if it fails to penetrate, it still does a lot of damage. So things like Panzer IVs end up melting to it really quickly, even though OKW Panzer IV with sturdier armor. Here we go, it's backed up by the double anti-tank guns as well. He's pushing in. Got a Raketen coming around. We do have a IR searchlight up, which is helping these infantry support guns a lot. 5 kills here. 16 on the other, nearly hit 3. And here comes the King Tiger for subscribe. There's enough munitions for the sector assault as well, so this could be a big push. And Chenziwu dropping zeroing artillery. KV2 got to get out of there. And does. Oh boy. Can we get down there? Oh, so lucky to escape. Yeah, now Tirvy, once again, floating a huge amount of resources. Gonna be struggling though against that King Tiger. Just gonna be pulling back, and I think I heard a howitzer firing there, yep. By Chenziwu. It's firing into the base sector though, not hitting too much. This will be a much juicier target. But yeah, once again the Axis, the Allies rather, don't really have a good off-map for dealing with the howitzer either. So they might just have to grin and bear that for quite some time. SU-85 for Tirvy, not a bad option to help repel the King Tiger from a safe distance, but they do badly need rocket artillery to get rid of all of these support weapons. We've got a Pack 43 going down in the middle as well. Chenziwu looking to dig in with Fortifications Commander. 485 getting pushed away. Subscribe, bringing up the anti-tank guns in support of the King Tiger. Good to see. And the Allies having trouble getting anywhere right now, just getting forced all the way back. Pack 43 changes directions. KV2 got to get out of there. Go down quickly. Nakano not impressed. Okay, King Tiger. Get rid of this heavy mortar. Might make it home still. Nope. And gets destroyed at that very late retreat though from Tirvy. Trying to force this back with the SU-85 now. It's buying some heavy cover here. Should be able to soak up a little bit. And a Raketin coming through the middle. Tiger not taking much damage however. They're staying strong. 35. I don't think it was on focus sight mode there, so I'm not spotting the King Tiger. And, now the Allies is completely on their heels. Being bombed out by the artillery, zoned out by the team weapons, forced off by the King Tiger. They are in a desperate situation. In come the planes. T-3485 takes a bunch of damage. Looks like the tanks are going to get away alive at least. KV2 coming into the danger zone though, a little bit risky. Could take some damage. Oh, there we go. T-70 going down. Yeah, onto the Panzer IV, but nothing can really go for the follow-up, especially with the Pack 43 back there. You can't really chase in with SU-85 or anything like that. And Tirvy now going for an SU-76. He really needs some rocket artillery. Well overdue. Looks like Nakano and Miku finally getting some, but they need more than just one. Decrease the Pack 43 with that first barrage. Doesn't get much damage onto it though. Hard to knock out that with just rocket artillery. And the Allies draining out, and you're down to 191 now. he looks like he even repaired Pack 43 back up, so only cost him a little bit of manpower. So the KV2 on siege mode here, a rare sight, but it will help him stay out of range of the Pack 43. Not a bad option. I believe on that mode it does have 70 range, so same range as the Pack 43, so I don't think he can, you know, fire at the Pack 43 without taking any damage in return, but if he's staying just out of range, that's good enough. Oh, Chusha coming in once again on the Pack 43. Just about decrewed here. Seems a tiny amount more damage, but not going to be able to. Is he going to try push behind this and try and knock it out completely? Doesn't really look like it. They're coming across, but there's a lot of anti-tank aimed right here. And he popped marked vehicle on this. T-3485 coming in, hoping to finish the job, and there we go. King Tiger goes down. Was not controlling that very well. Went way too deep, running into every single piece of anti-tank Tirvy had. Too slow pulling back. Sounds like this house is stacking up a few kills now, up to 5. The Pack 43 is decrewed at the moment. Could the Allies knock it out during this moment of weakness? It's barrage. Oh, smoking. Conscript still ending up getting pinned though. Oh, it sounds like that's actually crewed by Stern Pioneers as well. But the Allies are about to secure the victory points. Finally going to get ticking against the Axis, who still have so many remaining. There we go, manages to knock out that machine gun. Chenziwu was suffering quite a lot of bleed over the last few minutes, having to constantly recrew things. Going into the base again. KV2 ready to rumble. Katyusha onto the LEFH. Nearly getting the decrew. There we go. So at least, you know, there's a bit of bleed coming in here from the Katyusha. To Vet 1 now, 10 kills, but maybe not quite enough given the more passive style from the Axis team. Did hear a walking Stuka, I believe, from Subscribe earlier as well, getting off to a good start. 5 kills, ready to fire again though. Wondering where that was. Looks like he's mobilizing it now. Well, we've got another howitzer as well. Subscribe also going for a howitzer, so that's a lot of indirect fire from the Axis all of a sudden. I feel like Subscribe really need to build another tank for that howitzer. Oh boy, T-3485 gets too close. Goes down to the double AT guns. Ooh, looks like Rakin got decrewed here by the KV2 and he's sticking around to destroy it. Would be close to Pack 43 range there if he just turned it around. Can also, you know, use that micro trick that I showed you. Leave this on A move and then it'll auto face. Won't be set up, you know, but it'll move and then set up. Make things a little bit easier for you on your Pack 43 usage. There we go, Vet 4 on both of these infantry sport guns. 33 kills between them. Pack 43 still not turning the face here though. Even if the KV was slightly out of range, you should have it facing this direction predictively, expecting it to come from this area. There we go. Katyusha onto the Pack 43. If he gets the decrew here, might be able to follow up and just outright destroy it. Especially if he's got access to double anti-tank guns to kill the decrewed weapon. Pack 43 here, not firing for some reason. Maybe the KV's slightly out of its hitbox. It's Chenziwu05 though. Oh boy, and the AT gun back there just rails. The Panzer IV goes down so quickly. 43 connects for one more hit on the KV, but that was a good trade. Oh boy, what's Tirvy up to? Oh, he put that on the IR searchlight, okay. Stupid in the middle. Oh, guards just survived though. There they go. Subscribe. Now is flowing a lot of munitions. Maybe we should just burn through one of these. Control the territory. So we have seen other players, you know, float up to like 700 munitions on this commander. The cooldown on this is like decently long, so in this kind of scenario I don't think it's an issue to just burn through one of them. Even if it's not super effective. A lot of battling for the central victory point though. And here comes a Panther for Chenziwu that will match up a little bit better against the KV. The KV already pretty well vetted. It's going after the 85. Oh boy, the anti-tank guns also getting some hits in. But engine damage onto the Panther. Oh, Pack 43 slammed home the kill though. And now that's also going to knock out the SU. Katyusha onto the Pack 43. Oh, and outright destroys it this time. Didn't repair it for quite some time, and this time it gets destroyed by the Katyusha. It could clear the way for the KV2 to get involved, and it is coming in now. Not fully repaired, but just take advantage of this moment. The Axis are weak. The T-gun's chasing super deep here. Two coming forwards. KV2 could do a lot of damage right here. Just very little to resist. Oh, why would you go for Faust there? What a waste of munitions and a risk of your squad getting wiped. That was a good walking Stuka barrage there. Subscribe hits Vet 2 with that one. 29 kills all of a sudden. Didn't really chicken on the kills after the second barrage, but that's a lot of kills, I think, in only 3 barrages. Panther coming forwards. Already back up to full. You can see how much damage the KV2 does to it. And it penetrates. So it's not like it's an easy battle for the Panther. I believe the KV2 only has 40 range though on it's not set up, so Panther should be able to outrange it if you've got the sight. Tirvy still floating, you know, like 800 manpower here. Just like pump out 2 more squads of guards, something like that. Saw a couple of decrewed team weapons lying around. And some of those back under his control would also be a fair choice. Shoot onto the howitzer and not knocking it out this time. A little bit risky backing it to your base where this is frequently getting howitzer barraged. Could get knocked out here by a lucky hit. Okay, yeah, runs over a mine there. And that is indeed a fresh King Tiger for subscribe. Wasn't deterred by the loss of his first one. Oh, it's setting it up here. Gonna make a big push. He's got a whole bunch of conscripts flooding forwards as well. KV2 should be able to range the machine gun from there. Where's the anti-tank gun? Oh, it's back at base. Risky trying to set up your KV2 when you don't have any anti-tank support. Looks like he's going to be alright. Pretty safely cancelling out of that. Panther has to abandon the chase. Yeah, you need to have some better support for your KV2 if you try to set up on the front lines like that. Subscribe, meanwhile, pushing forwards with the King Tiger. Towers are just slowly accumulating the kills. In fact, chenziwu, we're going for a second one now. Tirvy marking King Tiger. Not getting aggressive for now, getting himself out a second SU-85 as well. Shooting into the howitzer region. KV2 could just do so much damage though with a good push. Just to time everything correctly. Issue here, another issue for the allies, is they don't really have anything providing them with sight. Maybe like mortars with flares or snipers. So they're kind of just running in blind, you know, running to team weapons. Not having the best engagements because of it. Maybe just like a late game sniper just to leave in camouflage for sight could be a strong option with all these craters around now. Or another heavy mortar for flares. It's ticking against the allies, down to 120 now. Slowly game is slipping away from them. Big Howie, oh no, just pulled that shot landing there. Making Stuka barrage in.
Vehicles can be marked and targeted.
It's just sitting back. V2, oh, up to V3 now. Nice. Ooh, double Howies in this region. Oh, be careful with that Katyusha. Drive him right into the danger zone there. The conscripts leading the charge. Into a gang of defenses here. We've got quite a few bunkers up now as well from the Axis. Into the same region, but the scatter is so high, and here comes the Panther looking to knock out the Katyusha. He's blitzing in after it. I think Nakano might have heard this, but the Panther misses. Oh, I thought there was a mine there. Misses the first shot, misses the second shot. Could a miracle happen here? He phases through. Katyusha misses the third shot. Oh my god, this Panther is so unlucky. Basically takes it down with machine gun fire there. And now Panther with the engine damage because of that. Had to stick around for so long to secure the kill. KV2 here should chase in. Finish the job. There it goes. Just trying to sneak onto the VP. Oh, King Tiger pushing forwards here. What happened to the double SU-85s? Okay, they're coming forwards now. Now let's connect. Cobra's getting a bit low here. Gonna have to abandon the assist. Double SU-85 is just dishing it out here. Where's the anti-tank gun support for subscribe? And now he finally drops the sector assault. What even shot that down? Oh, that was the marked vehicle plane. I was like, what? How does not have any anti-air? Different plane. Okay, is this now pushing up? Should be able to take out the bunker with that. Only getting that involved. And another tank, going to be the T-3476 for Nakano Miku. And the Axis actually like very, very light on anti-tank really. But King Tiger, basically no anti-tank guns anymore. Maybe a couple decruits somewhere. Oh. Dropping the the zeroing artillery rather. Nakano Miku has to give up. Push for the bunker. So many howitzers on the side of the Axis. And I don't think this Walking Stick hasn't fired for an eternity now. He's forgotten about it. Okay, now he's getting... Alright, as I say that, he's finally getting involved again. Just pushing into the middle. Doom Post pushing onto the VP here. Nice down to 116. KV2 dueling it with Panther. 234 really needs to face the hull gun towards the squad if he wants to force them away quickly. Or maybe the KV2 can just buff them off. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Very close call though. Pulled all the way back with the Zist though, so playing a bit more cautiously against the Panther because of that. Meanwhile, King Tiger pushing forwards again, but the WC-85 still there. And marked vehicle on that once again. Could even go for the ram here maybe. If 85 gets low enough. 85 pulls back. Okay, now changing tactics, targeting a slightly different area of one of the howitzers. Still going after the base though. Structures are still reasonably healthy. What was that? I think it was the squad of guards. Yeah. Go down, capturing the VP over there. Allies ticking under 100. And Howie entered this base now as well. The ingredients are there for some allied success. Just about coordinating the units appropriately.
Engineers ready for assignment.
S-35 now coming into the middle. This is where not having anti-tank guns is hurting the Axis badly. No real counters to these SU-85s. Finally getting involved and doing some big damage. T-34 coming in for the crush maybe. No, going after the IR Searchlight. SU-85's taking care of the bunker now. IR Searchlight nearly dead. Oh boy, but main gun crit. Bit of bad luck. Should have gone for the suicidal ram after that. Now going after the HQ. We do have... Whoa, no, going after the King Tiger. That's a bit of an overextension from Tirvy. This is one of the SU-85s for the trouble. Panther very low. KB2 not healthy enough to assist. Oh, nice merge onto the Zist there. Two coming forwards. Oh man, but a huge shot onto the freshly reinforced Zis, freshly merged into Zis. These are extremely low. And he ends up getting decrewed there. I wonder if that was bugged. Strange he didn't pull it back. But yeah, Tirvy a little bit clumsy with that SU-85 play there. Could have got a lot more damage done. Just played a little bit safer. Looks like he's rebuilding penals as well. At this stage, might as well just build guards. There's so many munitions to upgrade the guards with DPs. Basically just like better penals. Imagine if Soviets could build guards at 0 CP, they probably would. So that command points aren't an issue. Probably just be spamming them. DPs are stalled at the moment. These indirect fire just bleeding away at Nakano and Miku. 3 infantry sport gun shells landing there in quick succession. Stuken out. Really gets rid of one of those combat engineers pretty good. Oh, King Tiger pushing forwards now. 85 and SU-85 there. Oh, so is the Jagdpanzer though. Making life a little bit harder for Tirvy. Pushing in again. SU-85 now backing up the KV2. Panther's going to have to be on its toes. Oh, fresh SU-85 for Tirvy coming across now. Panther in some trouble, taking engine damage. Should chase in for the kill here. SU-85 getting another good hit. Nakano Miku on a focus sight with this SU-85, so super slow chase down. Looks like Panther's going to make it out of there alive. But either way, KV2 still doing the damage. 31 kills now. Oh boy, those infantry support guns. Short work. Those repairing squads. Looks like Nakano Miku gonna push forwards again. Knows that the Panther's low. Backed up by the SU-85. Should be pretty safe to do a little bit of extra damage here. Maybe clear out some of these team weapons. Knock out a bunker or something. Here we go. Triple cap briefly here for the Allies. Panther coming forward on low. SU-85 a little bit out of range. And misses its first shot. Coming forwards. Stuka not hitting too much. We've got a fresh Pack 43 going up, but the KV2 shuts that down. He's got the focus sight on from the SU-85 spotting. Now in the KV2 you get that huge shot off, and now he's going after the infantry support guns as well. Oh, I didn't even notice this. King Tiger nearly dead. SU-85 coming through the middle, knocks it down. Once again, a pretty late activation of the sector assault. Still might be able to... No! SU-85 takes out the Jagdpanzer main gun crit there. Bed 3 SU-85 doing the work. And now the Allies are just overrunning the Axis. Just a complete collapse here. Back completely out of the target zone, and chenziwu throws in the towel with that. His defenses have been smashed. And that's it. Well, yeah, back and forth game. Ultimately, I think the Allies maybe didn't push hard enough. Didn't really punish the Axis as they tried to go for those super fast Shred HQs, which led to the Axis kind of rebounding quite nicely under the protection of the HQs, providing them with some good map control, getting to a pretty fast medium tank timing, and there was a good lockdown by all the howitzers, the static emplacements from Chenziwu, but it finally got broken through. You know, the Katyusha finally knocked out the Pak-43. Chenziwu seemed to have trouble keeping up with all the repairs on his different units. And I generally feel like maybe 3 howitzers, even though they're uncounted, might be just like 1 howitzer too much in a 2v2. Just occupies so much of your pop cap. Doesn't leave you maybe enough room for some other units. But yeah, Tirvy needs to spin that float, just floating the whole game. Really bad to see. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.